that I will not be publicly identifying parliamentarians whom NSICOP suspect of having participated in foreign interference activities or of having acted wittingly or unwittingly as agents of foreign state.
Yes, you heard that right. 11, at least, parliamentarians between the House of Commons and the Senate betrayed the trust of Canadians to allow themselves to be tools of foreign states. But you won't know who they are before the next election. We want to expose these traitors to Canada. If you do too, go to exposethetraitors.com to send a message.
The latest NSICOP report makes it clear that in 2018, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was made aware of serious national security threats from foreign states against Parliament and against our elections. Mr. Trudeau was advised that the measures his government had in place were not enough, and he was also advised to take further action. He ignored that advice. 3 times the civil service and his advisors asked Prime Minister Trudeau to approve action in order to protect Parliament and our democracy.
Now, I know the Conservatives have tried to raise the alarm bells about one of their own, unelected Senator Victor O, with concerns about his alleged cozy relationship with China.
There was a member of our upper chamber caucus that an MP brought to me that he may have been directly or indirectly promoting or lobbying an interest of a Chinese state-owned enterprise in a riding in Ontario. And that member there had been previous stories about sponsored travel and other things that led me to have some serious concerns considering some of the subjects we were discussing within caucus. But it was that issue in a town in Ontario potentially advocating for an economic interest that really forced me to make a decision of some concerns about that member.
Even the NDP want the air cleared.
In the inquiry, concerns around the participation of busloads of Chinese foreign students and falsified documents for the Don Valley North nomination came to light. The commissioner noted that Chinese foreign interference activities could have made a difference on who was nominated in Don Valley North. The Chinese media reported that the nomination was won by 14 votes. The Prime Minister cannot continue to pretend there is nothing to see here. Based on the damning findings, what action will the Prime Minister take now? So unlike Australia and the United Kingdom, Canada does not criminalize interfering in nominations, leaderships, or any other political party processes. Would the member agree, would the Liberal government agree that it is time to do what our ally countries are doing to tackle foreign interference?
But the Liberals, they want to keep Canadians in the dark about who amongst them is benefiting from foreign interference.
Why not name the people? If there are people who are suspected of colluding with foreign governments, why not name them?
Well, usually these things would play out in a different forum where that is protected with the processes that affords an opportunity for a person to make a defense should they feel that's appropriate. In the absence of those protections, given the nature of an obviously very serious forum that needs to be considered in a manner that protects national security considerations, you obviously don't want to be openly discussing ways in which foreign interference could be conducted.
Sir, NDP MP Jenny Kwan wants a House of Commons committee to find a way to release names of parliamentarians allegedly helping foreign governments without compromising national security. Does the Liberal Party support this request?
Thanks for the question. And let me just say, we take foreign interference very, very seriously. That's why our government has acted to put in place tougher legislation on foreign interference than any previous Canadian government.
And why isn't a parliamentary committee looking into this issue? Is the government deflecting responsibility by handing this off to a public inquiry?
No.
The Liberal Speaker of the House, Greg Fergus, has said that even debating whether or not the names should be made public of these parliamentarians is not in the interest of Canadians. Revealing these names, it's not in the interest of Liberals, let's be honest.
Furthermore, the Chair notes that the NSICOP report was made public in the interest of not only public disclosure, but also to assist members of Parliament in their understanding of the threat foreign political interference poses to our democratic institutions. For these reasons, I cannot conclude that either the necessary conditions have been met to establish a prima facie question of privilege on the matter raised by the member.
Now, this is a real danger to democracy. The same Liberals who said the grassroots homegrown freedom convoy was foreign funded are now hiding the actual foreign funded parliamentarians amongst them. Justin Trudeau is hiding the truth from Canadians. We know multiple parliamentarians have been implicated in this China spy scandal, yet Trudeau refuses to release their names. Why? Well, they're probably working for his favorite dictatorship.
There's a level of admiration I actually have for China because their basic dictatorship is allowing them to actually turn their economy around on a dime and say we need to go green as fast as.
Who are they? Why is he protecting them? We deserve to know which politicians are compromised by a foreign regime, but Trudeau's secrecy puts our democracy at risk. Sign the petition now and demand that Trudeau come clean at exposethetraitors.com. Canadians have the right to know which MPs are under China's influence. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. I believe Canadians have the right to know which MPs and other parliamentarians are compromised by foreign states before the next election. If you agree with me, send a message. Go to exposethetraitors.com.